Cool, let's do. Hello.
Stop. It's the last line to Noobs and Men. Ooh, the nation of noobs.
Welcome back.
It was an ironic joke,
Wob.
and it's now not gonna be.
What's up, Noob Nation?
Back at it again. The tier list boys.
Oh my god. We're loving these, by the way. I clearly I hope you guys are too, because we're having such a good time.
It's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. Just having a yarn about the game, talking bear smack, and then some of the comments that you guys leave about how ridiculous our placings are. Like, you guys got mad at us for putting the King's Huntsman in A tier. Sorry. We didn't expect you to get mad about the King's Huntsman.
Nothing about old lists. Let's go onto a new list.
We're gonna bite off more than we can chew.
Absolutely.
It's 8 p.m. at night, and we have chosen the biggest list in the game.
Mordor.
More doors, please. There's one door. There's a door behind you, Liam.
There's a door.
We need more.
I only have one.
I've
got like a cupboard door.
Yes, so do I. There's a lot of doors. Anyway, we're doing more doors.
We do not need to fill time right now. We need to get cracking. So,
they're going montage. Tier list montage.
Oh my god. Okay, so
share that screen, baby.
Mordor.
That's sensational. I love looking at a tier list. They're just nice.
It's just fun.
What is that tab you've got up there? Naughty, naughty.
What the warrior tab?
just trying to scare you. Look at all of these models. Sweet Jesus.
I just realized that. Oh, what has happened there? No, go back up. Why are you a different color? Go back to the color you're meant to be. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
all right. So we're gonna jump right into it. With the Mouth of Sauron. It
S tier because it's Sauron tier.
I mean, he's just an absolute at least A tier.
Definitely A tier. He's great. 70 points. You can give him an armored horse. That's fine. Nothing too special in terms of spellcasting, but he's a cheap 2 might. He instill fear.
4 will.
I love that.
He's got terror. He's got instill fear. He's got transfix, strain courage.
He can do a job, and I'm a big fan.
He's actually like him and Gothmog are absolutely like the best heroes. Well, him more so than Gothmog because he's so much cheaper. To just be able to ally Mordor into like so many lists, Yellow Alliance with Mouth of Sauron is so easy. Not that that's what we're judging on, but as just a fun,
as a fun model goes, I think he sits nicely in A tier.
I think he's solid. Easy A tier. Fight 5, strength 4, 2 attacks.
He's no slouch in combat. That's for sure. 2 attacks on the horse, 3 attacks. He's great.
Hand and a half sword.
Two-handing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely solid profile. I love a 3+ transfix. That's so good.
Yeah.
He's only got 4
2
will.
2+ strain courage.
Yeah. He causes terror. I think I already said that, but yeah. I mean, absolutely solid profile. Nothing to fault there.
To speed on, the next one.
Yeah, look.
Captain, the Blackguard about to do a captain. I love him. I'm a very big fan.
I don't.
He's quite expensive, but if you have a ring wraith on the field, courage 6 captain.
Yeah. If you have a ring wraith,
odds are you take a ring wraith of some form in a Mordor.
I would take a ring wraith over a captain. Like I'd take standard, an unnamed wraith, and deck him out over a Blackguard captain. To be fair,
but still, I do love a Blackguard captain.
I think he solidly sits B tier. I'll
allow B tier solely because you honestly don't see them a lot. There's obviously a reason for it. I like my Blackguard captain in my 500-point list because he wreaks fucking havoc.
Yeah. To be fair, that is not a standard list.
No, it's just all Blackguard.
All Blackguard with shaggers and
shaggers.
Blackguard captain. It's
That
a
is
fun
decent.
list. I'll give you that. But yeah, I think the Blackguard captain, like, he's absolutely solid. Fairly standard captain. D7 for 65 points. That's pretty good. Especially with fight 5, strength 5. Like, he's very good in terms of captain models.
I would put him low A tier, but if you want to put him B tier, that's fine.
In terms of Mordor captain models, I think he's really solid. I think he's just a little bit too expensive for Mordor. Unless, of course, you are running, like the Blackguard list, which is all very expensive.
All right. Yeah, that's fucking
because the other thing is, like,
leave him
Mordor
B tier.
Urukai captain, I think, is also very interesting.
I was just looking at that guy at the moment, actually.
Yeah. Moran and Orc captain.
Moran and Orc shaman.
Low A tier. Low A tier, fine. I've convinced myself. Is that? Oh, that is a shaman.
That is a shaman.
What the fuck do they do? I've literally never looked at their profile. Wait, is that a shaman?
No, it's a captain.
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about? They don't even have shamans.
Whoops. I was looking at the profile as well. I was like, oh, that's a shaman. Reading the name where it says Orc captain. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm cutting that out.
Moran and Orc shaman. There you go. There's a point to start at. Where, you don't have your awkward thing. What awkward thing? We'll never know. We'll never tell you.
To be fair, looking at the Moran and Orc shaman, they're about
just the shaman again. Well, now it has to stay in.
Yeah,
me.
Done it to myself. Moran and Orc captain.
Yeah, this Moran and Orc shaman is looking really good.
You can get him to 60 points and is basically the exact same thing as Blackguard captain, and the only difference is his fight for
one less fight. Yeah.
Fuck me. I moved that Blackguard captain back down to B tier and put that shaman. Fuck me.
The shaman. All right, yeah. They're captains. Orc captain, B tier as well. To be fair, they're captain level models. They're fine.
Captain level models. What's the?
Oh, you can actually mount an Orc captain. You can give him a warg. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where the fuck he is.
He's up in Barad-dûr. Or Angmar, it's the same thing. He's up in Barad-dûr though. So he gets a warg, a bow, and a shield. So he can get to D6 on a warg. I actually quite like him.
Let's put him up. There. Just solid for the warg. I like the warg.
Yeah. I love the option to mount
cheap.
Cheap heroes, yeah.
He's 55 points on a warg with a shield. That's
very
nice.
Which is the same as a Moran and Orc captain, but better, I would say, because he can move faster.
Yeah.
Look, that's solid. Now we get to the Mordor Urukai captain, which I think also just sits solidly in B tier as well, to be honest. He gets to D6. He's also fight 5, strength 5, 2 attacks.
Yeah.
He actually gets to D6 and he's 5 points less than a Blackguard captain.
Yeah.
The Blackguard captain does have the special rule, which is a bit nicer. Yeah.
But the Blackguard captain is D7.
Yeah.
But I think
I put him just below a Blackguard captain, I think.
Yeah. Sits nicely there.
Although, an Urukai captain with two-handed weapon. Oof.
It is nice.
It's tasty. Oh, you get a... Wait, it just says two-handed weapon. Is that a two-handed...
That means you could give him a two-handed axe or a two-handed sword.
Yeah. Oh my god, a two-handed axe. Strength 6 captain with +1s to wound.
It is nice.
Oh, in my mind, I think that puts him above a Blackguard captain, to be fair.
Sure. Chuck him there.
For 60 points... Give him a two-handed axe, come in with 2 attacks with -1s, but like...
Look, -1s, if you've got the support, -1s don't matter.
Exactly.
So
that's pretty tasty. I like that a lot.
Now, for the Orc captain, haha, Paul,
Yes.
the turntables have turned.
How the table turntables.
The table turntables. The Orc Shaman.
Orc Shaman. I mean, he's a shaman.
It's a
I don't think
shaman.
you really ever take him though. To be fair,
I'll take him in an Angmar list, but we're not talking Angmar. So
no, yeah, like C tier.
C tier.
I just don't think you take him. He's solid, but I don't think you ever take him.
No.
Because like you take a wraith over. Well, like obviously they're a lot more expensive. So like if you've got a list that you really need Fury with, which like to be fair. Mordor sometimes does need it, given they're only Courage 2 for the most part. They can get up to Courage 3 though, with their army bonus.
Fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, they're just like they're shamans. I don't really. To be fair, I don't really rate shamans too often anyway, because I'm like, look, for 50 points, I could just get like another hero. Sure. I don't get the courage bonus or like that kind of stuff.
Think about
Fury.
Oh, he doesn't even have
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does.
Instill Fear and Wither. Oh wait, I'm looking at Angmar.
You're looking at Angmar. Yeah. The Mordor Orc Shaman is Fury Transfix one.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh my god. So my least favorite model in all of Mordor.
I honestly think he can fuck right off to D tier. The only thing I like about him is he's got heroic defense. That is literally it. Anything with heroic defense is a fan of mine.
He's only got 1 point of might to use it with.
Yeah, like yeah.
The will points for a heroic move on Gothmog is just like
it's cool. I like it.
It's cool, but Gothmog already has Master of Battle. He already has 3 points of might. Like, I don't think he needs it for 60 points.
No. So one, as you just said, he doesn't need it because Gothmog's essentially already got that. But two, you can take something else with better special rules for similar points, like someone we'll talk about in a minute. Where the fuck did my thing go? Whoops.
Well, like literally any of the fucking
any of those new ones. You drop 20 points, and then you can go and pick yourself Goroth. Who is up?
Goroth is very good.
A beast.
Which
I would very happily drop 20 points of models to pick up Goroth over the Enforcer.
If you've got 60 points, like even grabbing a fucking like Blackguard or Moran Orc or Urukai, any of those captains on
so much.
Yeah. Just so much more value there. Now the Knight of Umber, I really like him.
A lot of people don't like him, which is bizarre because he's cool. Is he one of the better named ring race? Probably not. Probably think he can get better ones, but what is it? Combat mimicry. That is a pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're up against like an Aragorn or something, you throw the Knight of Umbar in there, you're suddenly tying fights. Yeah. Although to be fair, Aragorn does have Elwyn Mayblade, strike, all of that good stuff. But
the point kind of still stands.
Yeah, you're forcing him to spend resources on
his biggest weakness though is I think he's got the least amount of will out of all the named ring race, and he's only got 12.
But he doesn't spend will in combat unless he loses.
Yes, of course. He does have that,
with his Armor of the Sundered Land.
Armor of the Sundered Land. Yeah, so that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's one of the worst casters though, or he's up there with kind of bad casters.
There's a lot of 5s. Transfix on a 4, Drain Courage on a 3, Compel,
Black Dart on a 6,
on 5, and Black Dart on 6.
Yeah, Black Dart on a 6 is always rough. I think he's a solid B tier.
Yeah, you're not taking him for magic. If you want magic, you're taking anything else. He's there for combat.
Yeah, you throw him on a Wraith, on a Fell Beast, sorry. Yeah, the Wraiths aren't piggybacking each other.
Well, because also, the cool thing about combat mimicry is you don't have to take all the stats. You can pick which stats you want. So you can say, I want his fight and his attack, or just his fights, or just his strength. So,
you wouldn't really ever take his strength because you're going to be strength 6 on that Fell Beast. So you're exactly. Oh, I'll take his fight value, so I tie his fight value. And especially if you're up against if you're up against like lads without strike, you're doing some serious damage if you're tying their fight. Like, I don't know if there is a lot of fight 6 heroes without strike.
Probably not.
But if there are any, I can't think of any off the top of my head, to be fair.
He's a good monster killer, which is cool.
That as well, yeah. Strength fight, yeah. Actually, any monsters like you go to fight 7, strength 6 or whatever. You go their attack values as well. Oh, very good monster killer. Who is
it's the Dwimalaki?
Oh, it is the Dwimalaki. I don't mind.
One of my favorite ones. I love his snap fortitude rule. That shit can be wild.
Yeah, he doesn't have any might though. He's one of those ring wraiths, which is a bit sad.
But he you can force your opponent on might, will, and or fate.
That's true.
To use double.
Yeah, that's true. On a 4+, but yeah, especially if you're like, if you've got like a big like Bois or something like that trapped and taking damage, you're forcing him to spend double fate. Yikes. And he's also a really good caster. He's got 16 points of will. He's doing a lot of damage. He does only have a 2-handed sword, but you probably not putting him into combat.
He's not going into combat. He sits at the back of the line. He is Grima Wormtongue on steroids.
He's 120 point Grima Wormtongue, but then he's also throwing magic out, which is really nice.
The next one is the Tainted, who
it is.
I really don't like.
He's fine. I'd take the Dwimalake over the Tainted for most 100%. Days. The only reason I put those two together is because they're both an Angmar. But this isn't an Angmar list. No. What is this thing? Oh yeah, 6 inches. They can't benefit from some stand fast. That's not bad.
The other one is also not great because the opponent has to be in contact with him, and on the roll of a 6, they suffer a wound. So he could be a cool bomb, but he just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, look, the Tainted is fine. I don't think I put him higher. God, like I'm actually kind of thinking C tier.
Yeah, I'm happy with C tier with him because I would take literally any other ring wraith over him.
Yeah, like he spends a point of will, and then everyone within 6 inches doesn't matter for stand fast. That's good. Don't get me wrong, that is good. Like that could make a huge difference. But
it's late game, it's end game, it's just.
And you've got to keep him alive until then, and he has to have will to be able to do it. So you're kind of having to manage too much with him. Like you've got to still be using him for spells because otherwise you're using him for nothing. Yeah. You've got to then be making sure you've got enough will to keep him alive and keep him around. And like in the off chance he does get into combat, you want him to have at least a good 6 will or something like that, just in case. Yeah, and exactly. Then you also want to have that for the miasmic presence.
C tier for that bad boy.
Yeah, I just don't like him. Yeah. I'm sure that might be it might be a little bit on the nose for that, but it's just not my style. And
you know what I do like though? The Undying.
Oh, I do like the Undying.
I do like the Undying. I don't think he's A tier, but I do like the Undying.
Oh, I mean, I think he might be because he has 18 will. He can use it as fate. He has again the good ring wraith casting.
Yeah.
If you've got a bunch of magic users, he's got the 6-inch.
Have to at least have 2 other magic users for it to be worth it.
At least, yes, yeah, because he spends a will, and you have to have 2 others around. Which, like, if you grab like a Kardush and another ring wraith, and they're within 6 of him, that's not bad.
It's fine, but the fact that you have to have 2 other casters doesn't do it for me. You're going to have to go hardcore with the magic to make him fully worth it. But using his will as fate, that's pretty good. And he's got the most at 18.
Yeah, he's got the most will, other than the Witch King, and he's the most durable ring wraith because he can
really good cast.
All of that will is fate, and he just sits at the back and casts for days. I actually want to put him A tier.
Okay.
I think he's better than most of the other ones we've talked about so far, for sure.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
Yeah,
This
like
boy,
I don't see why not.
this next boy, I love.
Dark Marshal is an
Thank you.
interesting one. He
I'm a big
does
6-inch banner.
for a
He's
point of
huge.
will though.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And he's probably one. He's to be fair one of the better casters. You know.
ooh, I forgot that he was fight 6 as well.
Yeah.
Actually, 'cause there's a
He
few of them that are. I think it's him and. Is there another one that's fight 6? Or am I?
I think the Witch King.
Oh, the Witch. No, the Witch King's fight 5, but he has strike.
True.
I think he's the only fight 6
Yeah,
one.
he's
but
the
he
only
doesn't
fight
have-
6 boy. I think he is very happily at A tier. That 6-inch banner.
It is
He's
very
cool.
nice.
It is
He's
cool.
also still got that good casting as well, actually.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's all friendly warrior models as well. So that's not even like a Mordor centric banner, which sometimes those like extra banner things usually are, but that's good.
And
yeah,
it does mean you can save 25 points on taking a second banner. You don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, you could take a second banner and leave him because then you've got all banner coverage forever. You only really need to take one banner if you've got him, basically.
yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Especially if you've got him like Fell Beast, you've got that fucking massive bubble. He's a huge banner then. Yeah, look, no, that's fair.
And I just love
made.
I love 4+ Instill Fear.
Yeah.
That shit's
Because
wild.
I think that's one of the few.
Normally it's on a 5+ for most of them.
Yeah. I think actually he's the only 4+ in Still Fear, because even the Undying does it on 5.
After the Witch King.
After the Witch King,
he's my favorite. He is my favorite, hands down.
Now one of the worst foot models in the game. We have the Shadow Lord.
YMCA. The Shadow Lord.
Yeah. Look, Shadow Lord's fine.
The only reason I like him is for the Pale of Darkness.
He basically it's a
blinding light.
It's a blinding light for evil, which is nice.
And in a Mordor list, it's decent. It's handy if you're not running Morannon Orcs and you're running regular shitty Orcs.
That's
it's
true.
Great. It's very good.
Very true. Yeah, because that is something the Mordor will struggle against shooting.
But
he's a solid caster.
Yeah, only 14 will though. Again, worrisome.
I think I'd put him above the Knight, but put him in B tier if it'll let me.
I still think the Knight's above him. I would take the Knight over him.
Personally, that blinding light I think is actually better than the Knight's role, because the Knight is nice.
The blinding light is good. I do like it, but it's very much how you build your list. I feel if you're taking Morannon Orcs, for example, you don't need it. If you're taking regular shitty Orcs, you do want to take it. You want that blinding light, but you still have the other options of the other ring race that you could take instead, and you could still do fine. It's very
absolutely.
I know I'm going up against those. I'm taking the Shadow Lord.
Pretty interchangeable. It's like, do you want
a
better caster? Yeah, a better caster with some bowfire protection, or do you want a better warrior and a little bit of shittier magic?
Yeah.
Now the Betrayer, I think in a Mordor list, the Betrayer is pretty shit. Yeah.
What's the point? He is.
Yeah.
Take him in Harad. That is it. So if we're talking,
he is so good in Harad. He is incredible in Harad.
What poison weapons does Mordor get?
I don't think they get any.
Yeah. Does Shelob have poison weapons? Maybe.
No, she's got venom, but I don't think that counts.
So, in all honesty, in a Mordor list, I'm putting him down in D tier because he's also a bad caster in terms of ring wraiths.
He's pretty bad. He does actually, if you mount him on a ring wraith, he does have Bane of Kings.
On a spell beast. Bane of Kings.
Sorry.
Yeah, that
is... If you piggyback him on a ring wraith, why is... So you're saying shamans for everything, and I'm saying ring wraiths and spell beasts. Fantastic. This is going to be a long tier list.
Content that everyone wants.
If you mount him on a fell beast with
I have a
Bane of
Theodred on a
Kings,
cataphract horse. Sorry.
Good Lord, we are just making this so much harder on ourselves.
Arvadui.
Shut
Mal
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Don't just fucking pull models out your goddamn ass and throw them in front of the camera. We have to get through another fucking 15 fucking profiles. And then we have to go to the warrior models as well, Sean. Sean!
On 12 beats of Bane of Kings. That's cool. Put him in C tier.
Yeah. Sheila
forgot about Bane of Kings. Survival Instinct chucks her down
Survival
to C tier.
Instinct.
If it's not Survival Instinct, A tier all the way, baby.
Yeah, the fact that she only has one attack as well is pretty fucking garbage.
Yeah.
In the Legendary Legion, she's much better because you can get her those 2 attacks, and then she has Monstrous Charge, so you have the 3 attacks. Whereas like fucking 1 to 2 attacks on the charge is just so bad. It's so bad.
It's bad. It is bad.
Anyway. Gorbag. I love Gorbag. I love Gorbag so much. I mean, he's actually like a really fucking solid boy. Like his +1 fight and attack values when he's outnumbered, really, really good. You just throw him into 2 warriors, he's suddenly fight 5 with 3 attacks. That's so good. Like that's pretty fucking underrated, really.
Orcish brawler, baby.
Yeah. I think I'd happily put him above all the captains.
Yeah, I'd have him B tier. He is a solid B tier model.
You know, fight 5, 3 attacks though.
It is. I guess it's not hard to put him in that situation.
It's really not, especially you chuck on the shield. He's D6.
Yeah,
he's
I reckon
60 points
lower
for
tier of
3.
A tier. Lower A tier.
I think he's really solid. I think there's nothing I would.
So can we just jump straight onto his counterpart in Shagrat?
Oh, fine.
They go hand in hand, really.
They do.
Shagrat.
Shagrat.
S tier.
Easy.
3's in all the right places.
Absolutely.
5,
like
D7 potentially. Why did I ever run him at
only the knockdown?
The Shield of Kirith Ungol. Oh man. And he gets Blood and Glory.
Blood and Glory. Oh. Yeah.
If you're not taking him in Mordor, fuck you.
It depends on the list. I'll give you that. But like, yeah,
he's 100
especially
points, 115 points to max him out.
I mean, like, there's actually like, like a fight 5 with strike with 3 might with fucking Blood and Glory. Like, you just throw him into captains every fucking day of the week, and you eat them.
You go up against hobbits, and suddenly you're getting you use might to kill the hobbits or the hobbit heroes, and then you get your might back.
Yeah, I mean, Blood and Glory in itself is such a fucking amazing rule. It's a shame that not more models have it. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But Goroth, what a boy. What a fucking boy. So
huge fan.
Really durable because he's got his fucking thrower Mordor orc in front of him.
Come here, maggot.
Yeah. Cool. On a 2+, he basically has like as long as you've got orcs around him, he's got a fucking ring save, like the one ring save. He's on like, holy shit, that's so good.
Fight 5, strength 5, burly,
2 attacks, might. D6, 3 might, easy
S tier.
Like, top A tier, low S tier.
He's the kind of captain. He's a captain model.
Yeah.
Yes, he costs 80 points. He's a captain model that you take.
Yeah. Not a lot of people do, but that's just because he's a Forge World model, and not a lot of people get that back. But really, really solid. Really, really, really solid. And the big boy himself, I would say, of Mordor, Gothmog, obviously S tier as well.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty fucking.
It's Master of Battle and
Master of Battle.
Man is over. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hatred Man is so good.
My
like, because there's like a good like 40% of fucking armies that are men. You bring that into a tournament, and it's like, oh, I'm up against Eastlings. Oh, I'm up against Dale. Oh, I'm up against Minas Tirith. Oh, I'm up against like so many armies that you're just like, sick hatred man on 3 inches around him, +1s to wound, fucking 12-inch reroll failed wounds as well for 1 turn. The Great Beast of Goroth. I fucking love the Great Beast. Easy top of A tier.
Sensational.
What is it? Nine shots.
Bowman, 9 shots that, unlike the Mumakil, can shoot in any direction.
Yep.
Which is,
and oh my god, like 9 shots. They might only be at 5s. They might only be strength 2. They might only be. Are they 18-inch bows?
Yeah,
they're orc bows. Yeah, they're 18-inch bows. Might only be all of that, but with 9 of them,
and they don't count towards your bow limit.
They don't count towards your bow limit. It has fucking 2 strength, 2 tramples. It's
strength
got 3 attacks. Sorry, strength 6. 2 strength 6. My god.
I had a heart attack for a second. I was like, he's not that shit.
3 attacks at strength 6. Only fight 4.
That's
but
fine.
Still.
You're not putting him into combats. You're trampling as much as you can.
As much as you can, absolutely. With 8-inch move, not bad.
With the potential for a march, because it's got a captain on the Howder as well.
True, the commander, yep. So you march him and you suddenly, because does he actually, or is it like chariot rules? Does he not actually charge?
No, he doesn't charge.
Okay, yeah, sick. So then yeah, absolutely go for it. Like march, bloody what will that give him? Because he's
it's the same. It's the same as the Mumakil. It's not charging. You charge. Yeah. You officially charge when you fail to kill a model.
Yeah. How much movement would that give him though? Is that 5 or 3?
Yeah. He counts as a beast. Probably 5.
I'd say surely it's 5.
Surely. But
yeah, look, still
even an extra 3 on 8-inch movement.
11 inches is still very good. Yeah. So
either way, whether it's giving him 11 inches or what is that, 12 inches, 13 inches?
No, 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Sensational. Bring him in very during good. A Maelstrom battle.
Yeah, that's really nice. My god, so good.
Moving and shooting.
Great. Yeah, moving and shooting with 9 shots. Oof. Now Grishy. I love Grishy.
So do I. Just question number 1.
For 50 points.
He's in a Mordor list. He should not be in a Mordor list. I don't care if it's an Orc. He should be in an Isengard list.
He absolutely should be. The weird thing is that, yeah, he's in Mordor, but Snaga is in Isengard?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Like, I get that he is a Mordor Orc.
Yeah, he was a Mordor Orc. He was sent there by Sauron to make sure Saruman gave him the ring and all that kind of shit.
But we meet him in and around Isengard, doing Isengard stuff, chilling with the Isengard boys. Keep him in Isengard. He's sensational.
If Snaga was in Mordor, then I'd be fine with him being in Mordor as well. The fact that Snaga is in Isengard and he is not, that's just fucking weird.
It's cruel.
Grishy, I mean,
2 attacks,
D6,
it's whatever. D6, 3 points. Backstabber.
Backstabber's so good. Holy shit.
When you're running him in the Uglet Scouts Legendary Legion, which you do,
yeah, plus 2 to wound.
You are getting the traps because you have so many models.
Yep, and plus
with
2
animosity as well.
Yeah, with animosity. Yep,
plus 2.
Amazing.
He's great.
As a Mordor hero though, I think he sits comfortably in A tier.
He's a 55-point captain, 3 points
with strike
and backstabber.
Yeah,
I'm taking him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he's pretty comfortably in A tier. He's way above all the other captains.
You absolutely take him. Watch people complain now because we put 55-point striking captain Kyrian in B tier, but we're putting 55-point striking Grishnut captain in A tier. Backstabber,
different
baby.
Tier list, and also backstabbers. I mean, amazing. In fact, I put him he's basically the same tier as Gorbag, I would say. Backstabbers puts him It's
I'd put
funny.
him
I
in-
don't know if
I'd put him in front of
backstabbers. Well, because the thing is though, Gorbag gets to fight 5 with strike
Oh,
with
actually,
3 attacks.
that's fair. That is fair.
Like they're
Maybe
both.
Gorbag is better.
I think
They're
they both sit.
interchangeable.
Yeah, I think they both sit at the same spot.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to put them down here because I think those ring wraiths probably sit above them, but still very high, a very good A tier.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, look, just like for captain models, Gorbag's another 60 points as opposed to 55. 3 attacks with Gorbag and backstabbers with Grishnak. Grishnak is really good at killing heroes, especially like you just throw him in with like another captain, another hero. And if you've trapped them, you're doing a lot of damage. And then Gorbag is just really good at munching troops.
Yeah. Ultra Assassin, Grishnak
yeah.
is. So they got different roles, two different roles, but I think they sit there together with each other. Onto Buritz. I don't like him.
I don't mind him actually.
It gives you the Master of Reserves rule, which is
quite nice.
+1 -1 in Maelstrom. It's cool. I'm not saying it's C tier. I'm not saying it's C tier. I'm saying it's B tier.
Okay, but where did we put Madril?
Madril is in A tier.
He is essentially Madril, except he's
kind of a better
5.
Madril thinking about it, eh?
He's strength 5 D6, 3 might, March, Master of Reserves. He's basically Madril.
Different tier list
in every way. So I agree.
Am I taking Guritz? Probably
not.
I'm dropping 20 points somewhere to bring in Goroth or whatever the fuck his name is.
Goroth. Yeah.
Goroth,
he also does have a 2-handed pick, so we can get to strength 6 +1s to wound.
That is cool. Maybe top of B tier for me. And I think the main reason is I'm taking other stuff over him.
Yeah, I'm thinking low A tier. I don't know. Like, it's a different list. I agree, but if you're building an Orc Mordor list, I think Guritz is the way to go. I mean, obviously, like Grishy and Gorbag and fucking Shaggers are all really good. I just think like if you've got the points, throwing him in is actually going to be really good for you. So that's 3 points of might with March. You're being able to come in where you want to come in, especially with a Mordor list where you're pretty low, like defense and fight value and all that kind of stuff. But you've got a lot of models. That's kind of the whole idea of them. You kind of want to come in together.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check. I was under the impression that it was similar to Lurtz's rule, where it just affected his warband.
Oh no, it's all warbands.
It's all warbands. Once he's on, it's all warbands.
Yeah,
I'll slip him into A tier because it is exactly the same as Madril. Fair enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought it was just his warband, which would have knocked him down to B tier for me. 100%. I would have died on that hill, but because once he's deployed, it is all. I will happily go A tier. Well,
because you literally like I mean, again a different list, but stats for stats on Madril, he's 5 point extra, 5 points extra for the same fight value. He's strength 5 over strength 4. He's D6 over strength D5. Sorry, same stat line. Otherwise, he's got 1 less courage. I don't know. That's it's very nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Very nice.
Cool. Let's go A tier.
Okay, now
Troll.
I think
Troll Chieftain. Hello. Ooh. I'm a big fan of S tier for this bad boy.
See, I would be if it's the Legendary Legion.
The only difference is he just gets an extra point of might,
which is really, really good.
He is still a 2 might striking troll.
Yeah. With fight 7,
with 3 attacks, strength 7, fight 7, D8.
Yeah, look. Oh yeah, like do not get me wrong. He is the beefy chiefy, but like I think once you get him in that Legendary Legion, he just becomes so much like I don't know that extra point of might. You can just do so much more with him.
I honestly still think he is S tier.
Yeah. No, I'll give him that.
An extra point of might is sensational, but even with 2 points of might, in Mordor list, you're usually spamming might. You have a lot of might in most cases in a Mordor list. Whereas the Blackguard, Blackgate list, sorry,
you don't actually
have a bit more limited, so you
Yeah.
need that extra might for him. Whereas in a stock standard Mordor list, you're going to have might in most cases out the wazoo because everything's so cheap. I think he sits so nice in S tier, and he doesn't need to strike most of the time. There's only a few rare occasions when you go up against, say, like Aragon. You're not going to strike unless Aragon strikes. If Aragon strikes, and you say, "Cool, I'll strike as well."
Yeah, that's very true. That is incredibly true. Now, Kardush, I fucking love Kardush.
Please,
so much.
Fireball on a 3+. Hello.
See, this is like okay. This is why I absolutely never take an Orc Shaman because you could take a Kardush.
Yes,
for like 10 points more. Absolutely. I think he's S tier. I think Kardush has to be S tier.
And he's got all those rules where he synergizes really well with Nazgul, Ringwraiths. Let me just read up on these.
Because he grabs will back.
Kardush can drain the life of a friendly Orc model within 6, causing it to be removed as a casualty. Kardush immediately regains D3 will points.
Yeah. And then when you're flame bursting on a 3+, you're just like, choo.
You have unlimited will essentially.
Yeah, because you're going to have a lot of fucking orcs anyway.
Shadow Pawn at the start of the priority phase before dice or Kardush may be removed at the board as a casualty to allow a friendly Ringwraith within 6 to immediately regain D6 will points.
So nice. And it can put the Ringwraiths. Oh no, sorry, no, it can't put the Ringwraiths above starting.
Neither of them can take them past the starting level. No, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Fury. Ooh. It is only Mordor Orcs, whatever. But Flame Burst on a 3+.
Flame Burst on a 3+ is so nice.
Do you want your horse to be dead?
Yeah. Do you just you'd hit both as well.
Yes,
it's Flame Burst.
It's one model.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I love Flame Burst. Plus, he can channel it with he's only got one might, but you do a big channel on like a fucking like Gilgalad or something. Ooh, mwah, that's spicy. That's very spicy. Kardush is amazing. Absolutely S tier.
100%.
Now, Khamûl is probably after the Witch King the best Ringwraith. He's pretty shit at casting, granted.
He's probably one of the worst, if not the worst at casting. He only has 12 will.
Yeah,
so he is the second one with 12 will.
He has Essence Leech. Cool. Very good. Multi-wound models are suddenly you're just like, I'll hunt those motherfuckers down, please.
Hero.
Yeah, he's gonna get will back a heap. He does have strike, which is really nice, and he's got his spend a point of will to up his fight value.
He can
up
fight strength or attacks.
Yeah, sorry, up fight strength or attacks. I've only really ever seen it used for fight value because for the most part, that's really what you're going to use it for. Yep. I don't think it's worth a point of will to get the strength because you probably have him on a fell beast. I don't think it's worth on the attacks because you'll probably have him on a fell beast.
If he is on the fell beast, though, I just read here, if he is on a fell beast, it doesn't increase the fell beast stats. It only
that's what I mean. Yeah. So because you're not going to be able to do anything with him if he's on a fell beast. Like if he's mounted on a horse, then maybe you want to up his attacks to get 3 attacks on the charge. Not bad. But I think Khamûl on fell beast, fight 6 with a point of will, and then if you're up against a hero model and murk him, sick! I've just got all that will back.
Okay. Yeah, very good. I'm a huge fan.
He's not a great caster.
He sits in A tier very nicely.
I think he's like top of A tier there.
Yeah, he's very nice. Dark
Numinarian, very solid. Yeah, I like him. I like it. He's a solid mounted hero. He's fight 5, D7, strength 4. He's got a lance.
I do like anything with a lance.
Cast terror. It causes terror.
Yeah.
Oh, can have a two-handed weapon. That's interesting. I've never actually seen
It
that.
replaces the shield, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Still
but
D6.
D6. Yeah.
I like him.
That's a lot of points to grab him lance and armored horse though. That's
Yes,
what puts him to fucking
65. He has to take an armored horse.
85?
So that takes him to
85.
85. Oh, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's why you don't see them that often.
Yeah, they're
so
not
expensive for a Mordor list.
they're not super common. I think
a lot of
it's
Morgul
like
Knights, but not the Numenorian marshals.
I think solid like top of B tier, I think.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Like just the lance mounted, like if you're running like an elite Mordor, I reckon I'd take him. But if you're running like bog standard trying to go for horde, nah.
Yeah.
This I believe is the
Wraith.
unnamed wraith. Yes. Which I think I like more than the regular wraith or the named wraiths, just because you can squeeze this into almost every list.
Yeah. Most people tend to take unnamed ring wraiths over regular ring wraiths. I would be looking at the exact same thing. Unless the named ring wraiths are great for specific lists.
Yeah.
That revolve around those models. Whereas the unnamed ring wraiths, you just slot them in, you go, well, here's one. I'll take him. 55 points base.
Yeah, I actually really like to take I like the idea of taking the wraiths with the Undying, because they're a pretty low cost spell cast you can throw in, and the Undying is just going to be even more tanky because you just give him all that will back as they cast around him. And then you've got so much casting potential. Black darts on 5s, instill fear, terror, all that kind of stuff.
They're better than a good percentage of the named ring wraiths.
I think it sits solidly like A tier, but I think it's like probably just under the ones we've put in A tier.
Yeah.
Just because it's so versatile. Yeah. Just being able to kind of slot them into everything at 55 points.
55 points up to 110 points. You can get him up to 2 might, 14 will, and 2 fate. In most cases, that's better than a lot of the regular ring wraiths or the named ring wraiths.
They don't have all the special rules,
cheaper. Still 10 points cheaper.
Yeah, the special rules are what make them a bit more expensive. I would never take them on like a fell beast or anything like that, though. That feels like it's a job for the named ring wraiths, just because they usually have better stat lines for being on a fell beast.
Yeah, for being in combat and whatnot. Yeah.
But I think as a caster, as a backline caster, they're really, really solid. It's just
if you really want to take a fell beast, you just find some points to bring the Witch King.
Yeah, exactly. Which, speaking of, up next,
S tier, baby.
Easy. I think he's sitting probably just above Goroth. Gothmog.
Gothmog.
Oh, by the way, I didn't do this before. Sauron's just above all of these, by the way.
Yeah.
We didn't have the pip for him, but that's just Sauron. Sauron's got his own fucking tier.
I like that word, the pip.
Sauron just sits a league above everyone else. Really, it's no real point comparing him to other profiles, because he's just.
You can take him at 400 points and it's still sensational. You can take him at 1,000 points, it's still sensational. No matter where you put him, he is good.
Yep. He's gonna do the damage. The Witch King, look. As far as ring wraiths go, absolutely the best of them.
What's really cool is 150 points to max out his stats.
Yeah.
Only 30 points more expensive than the other race. You give him the Crown of Morgul, which for whatever fucking reason is only 25 points.
That's ridiculous.
What is that?
For what it gives you, 3 attacks, re-rolls.
It's crazy. Sensational. You can give him a Morgul Blade.
Yeah.
So you can get him to be quite expensive. Like you can get him to that 200 range. But even then, if he's sitting at 200, he's got a Fell Beast. He's got a Morgul Blade. He's got the Crown of Morgul. He's got a Fell Beast. He's got
gonna do
max stats.
So much damage. For 20, like
incredible caster. 4+
I don't
is
think you're ever
everywhere.
going to give him 20 will, but that's still like if you do,
Yeah.
oh my god. Yeah, look,
I would probably give him like 16 will.
I think the most I'd ever give him is like 18, and that's if I've got the points spared.
Yeah.
But I'd give him Fate and Might over
I
giving
think
him to
the
18.
way I would build him is I would build him to max stats, and as I'm building the list where I need 5 points, I'm taking from there.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's the Witch King. I don't think there's much more to say, really. He's just such a
in
fucking
Sauron
beast.
tier?
Mm.
No, definitely not.
He's just a bit. He's really good. I think obviously depending on the list, like you can kind of slot him in quite well a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like mount him on a horse. I've seen him run as a support model because he's got such good casting values that I've seen him run behind Sauron, and he just kind of is like, yeah, sick. I've got all this really good casting. I'm just going to go do and stop you from, pinning down Sauron.
He's got that ability to be a support hero or be a killy hero, which I love models that can do that. I'm looking at you, Granddaddy. Next up, we have the Blackguard Barrack Dual Drummer.
Yeah.
I like him in a Blackguard Barrack Dual army because his drum only affects Mordor Urukai.
Yeah, he's pretty situational.
Apart from that, I think he sits nicely in C tier.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's a bit too situational, much like the Betrayer. Like the Betrayer is good in certain lists, and especially if you throw him into a certain army. Very good, but yeah,
he turns my he turns my Blackguards into Shagrat's Scouts, so that's cool.
Scouts. Look, you'll see that soon, hopefully, if not already.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he's really nice. Very, very solid. I love a drum. I love any army that can have a drum is really nice. Same with the Mordor Orc drum. Like, depends on the list you're building. I think he sits just above the Blackguard because I think you're going to be taking orcs more than you're taking orcs.
He's Fight 4. He's the only drummer in the entire game that was given +1 fight. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Weird, but honestly, take it. Yeah. Now, who's this? Zagdish? Which
I do not know much about him at all. Let me read up.
Not really looked at him. But also, isn't the new boy called like Zagush or something like that as well?
Ragdush.
Zagrush
and Muzgush, something weird.
Yeah, fucking. I just get some better names, boys.
Better names. Anyway,
what is he? So Reckless Fighter. At the start of the fight.
3 mine.
So at the start of the fight, before any dice are rolled, Zagdush may choose to lower his defense by 1 and increase his strength by 1. Oh. Okay.
So he goes to D4 and he then goes to strength 5.
With 3 attacks, it's good situationally. It's like it's a bit of a safer piercing strike, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a safer piercing strike. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, 3 attacks, fight 4 though. He does have strike though.
I think he's a troop killer.
I think he sits solidly like
mid B tier, upper end of B tier.
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Fates, but I think he sits nicely with the rest of the captains.
Well, I don't know. Like again, he's a 60-point model this time, but he's in a similar. I think he's in a similar vein to Grishy and Gorbag, really. Like he has a different role to play in troop killing because he's 3 attacks and he can get to fight 5. Fight 5, strength 5, which like if you're up against like dwarves, that's pretty good.
It wasn't not Shagrat, Gorbag. He was also getting +1 strength, wasn't he?
No, +1 fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gorbag gets to 3 attacks, 3 attacks, 5 fight. Zagdush is only fight 4, but he does have strike. He's got 3 points of might with 3 attacks. Can get to,
Yeah.
can,
I
I
think
think he just
strike.
sits there.
I think strike tips him up to A tier. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Which also actually, he gets the +1 strength and can call a heroic strength.
That's pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Would be the only opportunity that I would use heroic strength.
Yeah, fight strength 5, and then you can like you use that to bounce up to like strength 10 or something. That would be pretty fucking good.
I genuinely don't know when I don't know if I've ever caught a heroic strength.
I don't think I have either. Though I know there are situations where it can be really good. There's like certain monsters and certain models charging other models, like especially cavalry. Like if you've got heroic strength, you want to be using it to stop you from being knocked down, especially with I think monstrous charge.
Yes.
Yeah, just like stuff like that. I know it can be really good situationally. And I don't mind it on like a like cheap captain, because it's like, yeah, look, I might use that might to strike, but if I'm up against like a fight 4 anyway, if I could get a really good amount of strength and kill like 3 models, I'd probably do that over. Yeah. Now the Taskmaster I really fucking love.
Love a Taskmaster.
I
don't
love
see them much anymore. You used to see them all the time. Every Mordor list, every Harad list, there was a Taskmaster. Now, you don't see them that often. But I think that's because there's so many other options within the game.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah.
I do love the Taskmaster. Good TV show over in England. Good old Taskmaster.
Yes.
Go and give it a watch.
Very good.
Greg Davies. Mwah. My boy.
What a dude.
I love it.
But it's essentially a captain with 1 less might, but the ability to possibly have free moves, marches, and shoots.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, really nice. I think he sits just above a captain, to be honest.
Yeah. What was fun, though, talking once again back in the day, it wasn't just those specific things. It was any might that you used.
Oh, okay. That's why it was used more. I see.
Any might that you used on a 4+, you got it for free. That's
just fucking ale special. Fuck you, Taskmaster. That's broken as hell.
I used to run 2 of them in my Harad list.
Yeah, you fucking would.
He was like, boop, boop, thank you.
Holy shit. Because there's a Harad Taskmaster as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm just gonna drop this fucking shaman down because I hate him.
Yep. He can take a wild though.
Okay. Let's put him above Goroth. Look, I think you take Kardish if you're gonna take a shaman.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
It's an extra 10 points. Is it?
Yeah, 10 points.
Yeah, it's extra 10 points.
With all the like sapping will and fucking flame bursting you ever want to do.
Cool. You miss out on transfix. I don't fucking care. I got flame burst. Let's go.
The fuck are you ever going to use a transfix on a fucking, like, the only times you ever use transfix on a shaman model is if you're like, oh, okay, I'm about to die. Like, I know I'm going to die like next turn or something.
It's essentially a one. You've got 1 transfix in you.
Yeah.
Because you use the first one for Fury straight up, and then it's transfix. And then you've got to keep that last
on
will.
The army you're up against. Like if you're up against like nothing with terror, like I guess
then it's not transfix. Yeah.
But even then,
yeah. Fuck transfix.
Fuck transfix. Yeah, done. I'm
happy with that.
Fucking okay. Hang on a minute. Oh no, it's gonna ruin the thumbnail because we've got too many innate here.
We just put the Great Beast over the top. Just. Bleh.
All right. Yeah. Good.
And then
good list.
The red tagline on the thumbnail is going to be: "Is this our most ambitious tier list ever?"
Oh my god, big time. Oh, speaking of ambitious, we're so now we've moved on to warriors. Just to for anyone following along, that took us an hour. The heroes took us an hour. And we have basically as many warrior models. What the fuck is this? Oh, is that a stalker?
Yeah, that's a Morgul stalker.
Ooh, I do like them. I do
10
like them a
points,
lot.
2 attack, stalk unseen. It is good.
Yeah.
Strength 4. They only
Strength
fight
4.
3.
You can give them an axe.
Yeah.
To give them the strength 5. I've seen them run really well. Elias has got like a ridiculous list with a lot of like two attack models that he keeps running with Mordor and like Harad and Easterlings, I think. No, wait, they're not. Green Alliance. But yeah, anyway, just two attack models, especially a 10-point 2 attack model. Yeah. Oh my god! I mean,
it's beautiful. I don't think they're S tier. I think they're A tier.
Fight 3 probably drops him down.
Yeah.
But then you spear support him.
I still think they're still
of three attacks, spear supporting with the banner around for 10 points. Like that's a Moran and Orc basically. I mean, Moran and Orc's at what 8 points? Well, if 9 points if you give them a shield.
If they were fight 4, I'd put them S tier. If Mordor had more reliable ways of getting to fight 4,
that's true. Actually, they really don't.
You don't have that many.
They really don't.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of ways of getting to fight 4. You don't have those spear supports. So
yeah, that's true.
80.
Yeah.
Mordor siege bow. I think
it's like cool. One of the few siege weapons that I actually don't mind. Because it is just like a readily transportable.
Yeah.
Pardon me, like little ballista thing. I like it.
Yeah. Especially in the hands of Nick Randall, it's
oh my god,
because he doesn't know how to roll anything lower than a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, the 5+ shoot is pretty shit, but like actually, that might drop it to B tier to be honest.
Yeah. I'm
5+ shoot.
Eesh. But when it goes off, that piercing shot, and it is
time.
But I still think
with 50 points as well. Oh,
if it was
very cheap
4+ shooting, it's A tier because that's a 50-50 roll. But being 5+, I think it's B tier.
I think this is going to be a Morgul Knight with Warhorn.
Yes.
C tier. It's fine. I think I'd take a Black Numenorian with Warhorn before I take a Morgul Knight with Warhorn. Warhorns are good.
I think even D tier because you want your Morgul Knights in combat with Lancers.
Yeah,
you're not giving
your
Morgul Knights Warhorns.
No, you're not.
Morgul Knight with Banner, B tier. I'd run around with Banner on my horses, B tier. I'm not taking them all the time, but I might take them here and there.
Morgul Knight in general.
Banner, A tier. Bang on.
A tier, absolutely. Yeah.
Catapult. I hate that I'm going to say this. But it's got to be A tier.
Like, you're not wrong. Where did we put the battle cry?
I don't remember.
I feel like we put that pretty fucking low because we're just mad at fucking siege.
The reason I put this higher though is the severed head special rule. You're striking against courage.
Yeah, true.
It's a siege weapon. It is 160 points. It's expensive. It's only 5 points for severed heads.
Well, that's the thing. It's 160 points because you've got a troll defending it.
You do have a troll defending it. That is very true.
Yeah, which, like, holy shit, if you want to defend your fucking...
You put a troll.
Yeah, if you want to defend your fucking siege weapon, I think, I think it has to go.
It also has indirect...
volley,
fire. Sorry, indirect fireball.
Area which, to be fair, like, that means you just have to really, like, go ham at charging a Mordor army with a fucking Mordor catapult, that's for sure.
Yeah, I hate that I'm putting it at A tier, but it is A tier. Severed heads does it for me every day of the week. I say this about a lot of different siege weapons where their stock standard points are, say, 70 or 50 points for the Avenged Bolt Thrower, but you always take Swift Reload, so it's always 70 points. This thing for me is always 165 because you are taking severed heads.
Yeah. Yeah, look, solid. Actually. Oh, does it not have a... Oh, it does have a siege veteran. Never mind.
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, for some reason, because I thought, oh, it's got a troll. Does it not have a siege weapon? No, it absolutely a siege veteran.
Yeah.
Absolutely would. Blackguard banner, a D6 banner. I mean,
No, only D5. They got FAQ.
oh yeah, because it gets rid of the shield. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, B tier.
Yeah.
I mean, C tier.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
You'd
ever
want-
taking it unless I'm running your fucking Blackguard list. To be fair.
Yeah, if you're running a Mordor list and you've got Blackguard in there, you're not giving your Blackguard a captain.
A banner, you mean?
You're not giving your Blackguard a banner. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you just give it to an orc, and yeah, the orc dies. You pass it to a Blackguard, I guess, if you need
Black
it.
Numenorian Black Numenorian banners, on the other hand,
A banner that causes terror.
a D6 banner with terror. I'm giving a Black
Yeah.
Numenorian a banner. I'm even putting him A tier. They're expensive, but well
D6
worth it. It keeps your banner alive.
It really does. It really, really does. Because there's always that, you know, that slight misplay where you're like, oh, I've got like an inch and a bit to get to my banner, and then you know your opponent will always find that with the banner. And if you've got a banner that causes terror, very nice, very, very nice. Premium
why are there
banner.
3 other banners here?
So
Morannon
Orc, regular Orc. Who else gets a banner? Who the fuck else gets a banner in Mordor?
A Warg Rider with a banner?
No, because otherwise that would be on a Warg in the picture. Oh, is it a yeah, it's an Urukai.
Oh, Mordor Urukai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which yeah, wait, is it an Urukai? Is there not another banner? Yeah, okay, so it is an Urukai banner. Let's say the red one there's the Urukai banner. The Morannon Orc banner.
D6 banner.
D6 banner. I think it's A tier as well. I think that's the one you take for the most
That's
part.
the one you're taking. Yeah.
If you're not taking the Terror one, you're taking the Morannon Orc for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Urukai banner, C tier.
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
I'm not taking it.
No.
Regular Orc banner, B
A
tier.
tier as well. No, I think it's A tier because like it's a cheaper banner. Or actually, how much cheaper? Actually,
I'm taking. If I'm taking an Orc banner, I'm going to upgrade it to a Morannon Orc banner.
Yeah, actually, how much cheaper is it for? Yeah, well, you're saving like 3 points.
I'm still doing it. 3 points is big, man.
Yeah, look fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. Blackguard themselves, A tier. I think easy. They're
chuck a few
really
into
good.
the list. No matter what list you're taking, you chuck like a few, and strength 5 you're chopping.
Yeah. Yeah, easzy.
But they're your fight 4. That's where you get that fight 4 from. They can't spear or spear support, but fucking whatever.
Doesn't matter.
But you get them in
strength 5, D7 or D6.
So expensive. They're 12 points. Fuck me.
Yeah, that's kind of puts like that's why I think it's only A tier because like it's just so expensive.
They're only A tier. They're definitely not S tier. And they're only D6, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But
they're
whatever.
Yeah. Warg Riders. This
shit.
is
That's a Warg Rider with
bow.
bow. I'm not putting them up anywhere because I'm taking my Warg Riders with throwing spears.
Yeah. I think actually D tier. I don't think I'm ever fucking taking a Warg Rider with bow.
Regular Warg Rider
with so that'll be. This would be a Warg Rider with shield, I think, as well.
Yeah, so C tier.
Yeah, C tier. I think they're. Ooh, I think I'll put them B tier just because it's like I'll take him if I've got the points. Because like 11 points or 12 points. Oh no, there's only one extra for throwing spears. Yeah,
I'm still taking throwing spears over them where I can.
Warg Rider banner though.
Yeah, C tier. It's not.
And then Warg Rider with throwing spears, B tier, easy. I think. Shield, throwing weapon. They're only hitting on 5s, 6s if you've moved and not charged. But yeah, amazing.
Black Numenorian with a Warhorn.
Yeah, we'll say this one's Warhorn because there's 2 and they're facing weird directions. Yeah,
I'll put him in C tier.
I'd happily put him in B tier.
He is a terror-causing Warhorn, but in most cases, Warhorns are sitting at the back of the board. Odds are they're not being touched anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but he is also the only Warhorn that Mordor get access to.
Of course. Okay. Then
because don't
Then
think they
maybe
have anything else.
then maybe I'll put in B tier.
Yeah, because like I'm fairly certain they have no other Warhorns. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
Someone
like
will.
they're just a very solid addition to the list because like you'll get with the Mordor army bonus, you're getting the +1 courage, and you're getting +2 courage for 30, 40 points. It's nice, and especially like if you do have them at the back of the board and your opponent gets like a couple of cavalry through or something like that, the terror then keeps him alive again.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about me playing a game, I'm not worried about their one Warhorn at the back of the board.
No.
If I get there, I get there. If not, I can whatever. It's always 30 points for a Warhorn for me is just so expensive. 30 points for +1 courage is not enough.
For Mordor, I think it's worth it because they just have such low courage anyway.
Also, I think that's the thing, and that's where it doesn't matter. I think there's a nice little like with Warhorns and +1 courage, you're getting +1 courage anyway. And I think there's this point where you're like, I'm so low courage that a Warhorn's not going to matter. I'd prefer to have more models than +1 courage. And then when you get up to the higher tiers, it's I think there's such low courage that a Warhorn's not worth it.
I actually quite like a Warhorn on low courage armies because then you do kind of surprise your opponent because they think orcs courage 2 fucking it's useless, doesn't matter. And then suddenly your courage 4, like with the army bonus, assuming you've still got the army bonus at the time, and Warhorn, actually it's the army bonus. I've never actually properly looked into it. I know they lose the reroll 1s. So they will lose the +1 courage if they have less models than your opponent. But yeah, if you've still got that and then a Warhorn, I think you're kind of surprising your opponent a lot more than they'll give it credit for.
I just think for me, Warhorns are they're such end game units.
Yeah.
Because if you're going up against
terror as well,
you take you're probably going to have it. You're probably going to take a shaman. You've got Kardush in there probably with Fury.
Maybe
you're going up against terror.
You don't know though.
You never know. And that's the thing. And that's I just think Warhorns are 30 points for late game. And by the time late games happen,
if I'm not taking a shaman, I'm taking a Black Nun with Warhorn because that I think is a perfect a shaman is 50 points. Black Nun with Warhorn 40 points. You're saving 10 points there, and you're getting roughly the same use out of it. Like sure, it's not like immediate pass all courage checks, but it is that +1 and +1 on everyone. It doesn't matter if they're within 6 inches of the shaman. I just think that's better. You're really not about this.
No.
I just think it sits happily B tier.
I get your points. I understand your point, but I'm not going to fucking agree with them. That's a reference that, once again, no one will understand. Put him top of C tier, please. I can't see a Warhorn up so high. The only Warhorn that I would put up relatively high in terms of troops is a Hobbit with a Warhorn.
Oh, sorry. I'm still just. I agree with some of your points. But fuck you.
Some of your points, but at the same time, none of them.
Yeah. The Warhorn's staying where it is. Now Black Luminarian.
Pitmaster over here. Black Luminarians are A tier.
I think they're
maybe even S.
In terms of troops.
They're
a 9 point model with
10 points because you give them the shield. Or do they come with shield?
No, they come with shield. Yeah, they're 9 points.
9 points, baby. Yes. S tier.
Fight 5, D6, terror. They're honestly over a Blackguard. I'll take a Black Luminarian.
Oh, 100 every day of the week.
you lose 2 strength, but you've still got that D6. Your terror, your front line is fight 4. It's just really nice. And then what you do is throw a fucking Morannon Orc behind it. You got strength 5-4 anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
fucking baller. No
No,
problem.
Morannon Orcs are only
Morannon Orc,
5-3.
yeah, but then you fight 4 with the Black Gnome in
Oh,
front.
right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Ignore me. I thought you were saying them with spears with fight 4. I was like, hold up.
No. The strength.
Yeah.
Strength 4.
Yeah.
Morannon Orcs, solid
A
front
tier.
line. A tier.
Solid
I think
back
Morannon Orc
line.
with spears are better. Yeah, that's
Yes,
why I'm
I
going to put
enjoy-
Morannon Orc spears.
I enjoy a Black Gnome or a Blackguard front line with a back line of Morannon Orcs with spears.
Blackguard, I don't think you need the Morannon Orcs. Black Gnomes for sure. Blackguard, because they're already strength 5. You're not using that strength 4 very well.
But it's still handy to give them that 2 attack. That's
yeah,
what I like
absolutely. That's why I would take Orc spears with Blackguard. Because you're already strength 5, and you're just kind of in that for the extra attack to win the fight, I think. Although, I guess having strength 4, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, regardless, they're really fucking solid. I think they're better as spear supports than they are as a full list, but even then, as a full list, they're still really good, especially in conjunction with Gothmog. Like, you're doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Orc
Archer, C tier.
Yeah, Orc Archer.
I'm taking a few honesty bows. Sure, that's about it.
I take a tracker over an Orc Archer.
Oh, 100%. Sure. Trackers are my honesty bows.
Yeah, big time. Orc with 2-handed weapon. I quite like him.
Cool. Anything with 2-handed weapons is fun.
Yeah. C tier.
Yeah.
I think all the orcs just kind of sit. Well, Orc with shield, I think.
It's B.
Orc with shield C tier. I think Orc with spear is B tier.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
why
the fuck are there 2 orc 2-handed weapons? What is this?
Who made this? It wasn't
us. What's going on? What? Hang on. Shield, spear, bow. Is this just an orc?
Yeah, that must.
Is one of these just an orc? I'm putting him lower than a fucking bow. That's for sure. He's only 5. He's only 5 points, but like, giving him a fucking shield for 1 point. Fuck that.
Yeah. Is that the banner? No,
we've already done the banner. Orc with 2-handed weapon is sitting above the bow though. Yeah. Spears, I think, are B tier because you want spears in Mordor. There's not many. And so an Orc spear for 6 points, it's really fucking good.
Yeah. This is an Orc Tracker on WAG.
Yeah, which you really do not see because 1, there's no models for them. And 2, there's no models for them.
I'm not paying an extra 7 points to put them on a WAG.
No, not really.
Because like they do the same job as a fucking Outrider of Rohan, but they don't.
No.
They don't. So I'm just taking Orc Trackers on their own. They're 5 points for an Orc Tracker.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. I'd put them above. If I was running some mounted lads with bow, I'd put him above a Warg with bow, like a Warg rider with bow, because he's cheaper and you're there for the bow. He's there for the bow.
3+ shooting.
Orc Trackers, not 3+, 4+, but better shooting. Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry, 4+, better shooting.
Yeah.
They're good.
Orc Trackers, yeah.
B tier.
Solid B tier. Why the fuck is Shagrat here? Wait, what the fuck? What is this an Uruk?
Oh, that's a Mordor Urukai with a shield.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi, Shagrat.
Shaggins.
I like Mordor.
Can I just quickly say, if you look at the pips down below, there's a Mordor Urukai with a bow, which someone has put time and effort in to comp a bow into that shot. And then the one with the shield,
shaggers with the shield,
using the Shagmaster himself.
Yeah, look, interesting choice. I reckon this is probably someone's taking a photo of a conversion for the bow. But yeah, I think Mordor Orcs with shield, I think they're really good in the Karathungal list.
All 3 of them just sit in B tier. Except for Bowman, chuck him down to C.
Oh yeah, Bowman's absolutely going C tier because he's just an expensive fucking Urukai bow.
Yeah.
Not Urukai, expensive Orc bow. Because like, yeah, sure, but he gets an Orc bow. If it was an Uruk bow, I'd put him higher.
Yeah.
If they had strength 3 bows, which I feel like they definitely should, but
They don't.
Yeah, look, they just kind of sit C tier. But
with a shield,
D5 shield, yeah, sure. Two-handed weapon, I think I'd put above a shield. I think
I'd sits above a shield, by all means.
I'd take orcs with two-handed weapons over an Uruk. Oh, sorry, Uruks with two-handed weapons that I take over.
I'd probably take them over the trackers and the wargs as well.
Yeah, actually, I can see that. I take a spear over an orc with shield. I think he's just creeping into B tier, the Uruk with shield.
Oh yes, just
troll drummer. I really like it. Yeah, affects the entire army. I actually would take this over a regular troll, to be honest. If you're going to have a troll in the list, for 30 more points, you can have your entire army moving 3 inches more, well, 5 inches more if they're mounted.
Drums don't negatively affect you in any way, so it's just a cool piece of war gear to have.
Yeah, I think he easily sits like, honestly, S tier. I'd put him S tier. It's a troll, and it's making your army move much faster. Fair.
And then I think the troll just sits in A tier.
Yeah, regular troll A tier. Not a lot of S tier troops, but that's kind of Mordor.
It's just quantity over quality in most cases. Most evil armies tend to be that.
Yeah, even their elite troops are like, other than Black Noms, because a 9-point model with Terror. Ooh.
Part of me kind of just wants to put the Morgul Knights in S tier because they are so good.
I just think they're too expensive.
Yeah, they are 18 points.
Yeah.
They're still so good. But
they're very good.
Let's keep them.
I think they're just a bit expensive. It depends on the army you're making, as with a lot of these. It definitely depends on the army you're making. Like if you are making a bit more of an elite army, you might as well put some Morgul Knights in there. Like that's a good addition to any
I just really value Terror on my cavalry models.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's huge. What other? Are there any other cavalry models that have Terror? I don't think there is.
That aren't heroes? I don't think so.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, I mean for 18 points, like they're really good. Like Lance, Fight 4, D6, Terror. Do they have an armored horse? Actually, yeah, armored horse. I think pips it up because that's really
I'm
good.
a lot more comfortable with. In all honesty, that's the only thing I want to change in this list is them going up to S tier.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's the only thing you want to change?
Fuck you and your Warhorn.
No, you heard it here first, everyone. It's the only thing he wants to change. He's fine with the Warhorn being a B tier.
I'm not. I just suppressed that so far back that I forgot about it. Because I think that is the worst call you have ever made, but you've got the control of the pips. So
I reckon the comments are going to be on my side. I reckon if anything, they're going to be they want to get higher. No, maybe not actually, but I reckon they're on my side with B tier. All right, everyone. That was
another tier
a lot
list.
quicker.
Yeah, we had
Warriors, thankfully. The Warriors were mercifully much quicker.
Yeah.
But there's another tier list, everyone. This might be a bit of a longer one, so thanks for sticking around.
That's it.
Speaking of, next, I think we're likely gonna probably be doing
Rivendell.
Might do some Rivendell.
We might look at Rivendell. So get excited.
So look forward to that.
That's it. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Like, favorite, subscribe. We don't have a Patreon or a Discord yet, so I'm not going to ask you to join them. But maybe one day.
Do it anyway.
Join them.
Join them anyway.
If you
Once
can find
they
the links,
exist.
if you can find the links to it, do it.